What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Sidequest, your bonus content here on YouTube. My name is Adam, aka CS Radical, joined as always with me, Chris, aka Jin and Chris. The box art journey continues, and we on one of Chris's favorites,
Yes, it
that's for
does.
sure. It's time for
Yeah.
the Sonic the
Oh,
Hedgehog
yeah.
and Phantasy Star marathon here. I know. How far off am I?
You're close. You're pretty close. You're pretty close.
I will say this is personal for me. It's probably going to be different for you. I didn't find nearly as much as we did with the TurboGrafx last week.
TurboGrafx was better. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely was better.
I was just assuming, well, SEGA Genesis has a lot of cool shit on it. I'm sure I'll find a couple of good ones. I did find more than enough to pick 5, but I was like, damn, this wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, actually.
Yeah, I found a couple I'd never known about, which may or may not have made my list, but yeah, it was not as striking, I will say, as the TurboGrafx.
Well, we make the journey as we get here, but anyway, it's SEGA Genesis time. Chris, enjoy the extra little bit of Sonic and Rings on the screen there.
Yeah, love my Sonic. There he is, right there.
I know how to make things tick with him, it's kind of easy.
Yeah.
All right, so for those, again, who are unknown or unaware to what we do here, so we do 2 separate top 5 lists and amalgamate them to one. So we start from the bottom up. Your 5th choice gets 1 point. Work your way up to 1st, which gets 5 points, and we add it all up at the end. Since, you're the Sonic guy, I'll let you boot things up here and start us off.
All right. So my number 5 goes to a game that's pretty well known. They're still even making new games of this. Mine is Streets of Rage. I had to look at that cover again, and I was like, OG, the first one. Yeah, I looked at it, and I was like, damn, that cover it still slaps. Like, it's got a fair bit going on, but all of it is cool. Like, there is people just kicking ass, and you know what that game's about. You just know.
Yeah, you kind of get the sense of that. I mean, I didn't end up actually picking any of them, which I was surprised by at first. I found that with all of them, I was like, they're good, but they're not like, I'm not sitting here being like, this is standing out. So that's kind of where I ended up with it. But I mean, it's not to say that, there wasn't a good amount of choices here with them. And they're all like decent covers, but I found like they were in that, like, you're good, but you're not great. So that's where you're kind of stuck.
Yeah, it made my top 5, but it is at the bottom of the 5. It is number.
Yeah, I assume my number 5 is going to be similarly not on your list either. I end up going with Mutant League Hockey.
No, it is not, but I do love that cover.
It's just that it pops. And the fact that it's also black, so there's like, they don't use the Genesis strip on the left. They don't use the
Grid
reverse
lines.
Master System cover where it's black but white lines. It's just, boom, here's our image. Unfortunately, got a logo here and there, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, I have the Electronic Arts name. Although, hey, this is before EA, which means it was actually good back then. So, you know what? It's actually not a bad thing to see Electronic Arts on a cover. So we accept this one here. I love... wrong button. There we go. I just like the attention to detail on, like, the fucking guy that's just getting completely rocked.
Oh yeah, he's messed up.
That guy gonna die. And a lot of people die in that game.
Yes, they do. Yes, I do remember playing that. It was a lot
of
fun.
I wish someone would make this again. Like, just make it in... I mean, Chris, we were talking about tape to tape when we were doing our sports game one, and like, just make it in that style. I don't need it to be like fully 3D, like, no, just make it still look like the old SEGA games. That's all we really want.
Yeah, true. Very much.
But anyways, unless something crazy happens, I don't know if either of those are coming back. But anyways, what's your number 4?
So my number 4 is a game I'd never heard of before, but like actually our last couple Box Art episodes, a dinosaur caught my eye. So this one is called Dinosaurs for Hire.
Oh my God. You would. No, first of all, you're incorrect. It is called Tom Mason's Dinosaurs for Hire from the hit Malibu comic.
Yeah, that's that part I just overlooked because whatever. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh my God, like all the other ones I've seen with dinosaurs, it was like people like shooting the dinosaurs with guns, and it would be like a space guy or something. I think it was on the Sega Master System one. Here, it's like the dinosaurs evolved to get guns themselves and fight back. It's almost like this is a continuation of the other box art. So I saw this, and I
I
also
feel like
thought it
we're
was
making like a
genuinely cool.
journey of dinosaur covers as we go through all these videos.
We definitely are. Yeah, because it's like they're slowly evolving to whatever this masterpiece is. Like it's just, I don't know. I want to play this game. I don't know what it's about. I just know that you can hire dinosaurs and they have guns and they're gonna do their thing.
Well, we'll see if it lasts. I'll go with my number 4, which was one that I'd never heard of, but I really did like the cover on this one. It's called Burning Force.
Ooh, I like that one. But no, I don't have that on my list.
Yeah, I mean, also, I don't think I've saw any other cover that had this sort of like sci-fi strip that this Namco one does. But yeah,
Yeah.
like the almost like desert racing, like it's like an anime Star Wars like speed racer kind of thing.
Yeah, very much. It's like pod racing before pod racing, or just a speeder in general. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the look of this one.
That's very cool.
Um, it's a similar case of like I need to know more about this game. I don't know what you are, but you're cool.
Yeah. No, that's a cool one. I didn't even see that one in the list when I was going through everything. So
Yeah, and I do like it's one of those like sort of first person view ones where you're the guy in the ship.
yeah. Yeah, I do like that too. I like the perspective.
Yeah, there's a lot of different interesting things about it. But
Hmm.
anyways, we'll see if that makes the cut. I think we'll probably have a tie in here somewhere, so these will probably come into play at some point. But anyways,
Well,
what's your
probably
number
will.
3?
My number three, very well known, and I just forgot how badass the cover looked, which is Ghouls and Ghosts. And the Sega Genesis cover, very cool. I very much enjoyed the very uh badass look to it. I don't know. It looks like I don't know, like He-Man meets metal. Like it's just this like cool freaking cover where that person in the middle there looks like quite the badass.
Yeah, I'm noticing that, especially with the Genesis covers, you seem to be leaning in a bit more of like this. I mean, you've kind of done this with some of your other covers too in our other videos. You definitely seem to vibe a lot with like this D&D fantasy, like
Oh yeah.
80s metal sort of kind of vibe with a lot of these
Yeah.
covers.
It's just something about the hand-drawn art. I've always loved it, even with like all the different like players guides or whatever they're called for Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot when they'd have the really cool art. Yeah, these have always spoke to me. So yeah, I have a type.
So this is tough. I'm actually readjusting my list because now that I'm looking at my number 3, I'm like, I think I might like this more than what I literally just
Oh,
had. So yeah, I'm moving it. So it's moved down to number 3. Ironically, is Sonic 3.
nice. Nice. That is my number two. And also for the podcast, I just had to do this. Got my
Yeah,
little
no,
Sonic 3
that makes
cartridge
sense.
here.
Yeah, I mean, I figured this one was going to be higher up. I will move it. Actually, I'll probably end up moving it here because I don't think there's a shot one of my number 2 is going to match up with yours, but I kind of doubt it. So I'm just going to assume this is going to be here. There's no way you're picking my number 1. I'll be stunned because it's an unknown.
Yeah,
But yeah, like it's to me, it's my favorite one of all the covers from the OG
agreed.
Sonics for sure.
Yeah.
Everything pops a little bit more. Obviously having the forest background really kind of like enhances to what's going on the screen. You got Robotnik kind of overflowing on the cover as well. Like there's just so many little touches about it, and obviously you have Knuckles kind of hiding in the bush as
Yeah, I
well,
like that. Yeah.
like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, this was my number two. It's such a good cover. I do like the Sonic 2 and Sonic and Knuckles covers for what they are. Like Sonic 2 having just the balls to just show a number 2 with Robotnik like crushing it as they just stand in front of it, like not giving a shit. But the Sonic 3 cover is just so nice looking and colorful. And yeah, there's just a lot more going on. Sonic 1 cover is like fine.
They're all
Um,
good.
Yeah, they're all good. The Sonic and Knuckles one is cool because it's just like that logo, the yin
Yeah,
and yang of
it's
Sonic
like
and
that
Knuckles logo.
where we talk about how like the Halo 2 collector's edition just had a
Yeah,
2 on it. It's like you don't really need to know
exactly.
much else. You know what you're walking into.
Exactly. Like Sonic and Knuckles knew it was able to just do that at that point. But I think Sonic 3 just took it away. My
So
favorite
that was
Sonic
your
game on
2,
the
right?
Genesis and cover. Yeah, that was my 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly it's my favorite Sonic game still to this day, even though Mania's pretty close.
Oh yeah, you take
It
Mania,
tries
yeah.
very hard to come close to it.
It really
Um
does.
but yeah. Moving on. Now I gotta go figure out what order it was. Okay, thank God I did actually write this out ahead of time so I would find it easy. Uh this might come up again in the Super Nintendo one because it just looks so fucking good no matter what. But how do you hate a game that had a red cartridge?
Yeah, Maximum Carnage was a really, really cool cover. Really cool cover. I had it in my honorable mentions. I didn't have it on my list, but I love that cover. It's
It's
so
so
badass.
good.
Yeah.
It's also like it's one of those games where I don't know why you're not hitting in between the lines. Thanks Photoshop for not being nice to me. Uh they did so much right by making Carnage actually seem like a fucking psychotic motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like they actually didn't
Yeah.
hold back as much. I'm like
They
in
did not.
realizing that the rating actually is MA13. My parents clearly wouldn't have realized it because they just saw, oh, Spider-Man, it's gonna be like wholesome comic stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Actually, no, I would have been no, I wasn't 13 yet. No, not yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that game, the
Fantastic game.
cover.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
cartridge alone to me is like the coolest cartridge of any game that I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Besides like maybe Sonic and Knuckles being able to literally attach itself.
Yeah. So I have to assume then your number one must be a Fantasy Star Cup.
No, it's not.
Well, it didn't even make the cut?
It didn't. Honorable mentions for sure, especially
Damn.
Fantasy Star 2, Fantasy Star 4, both are great. Fantasy Star 3.
Before I forget, because I'll show you for those that don't know, the American version. It's not great, so I'm actually not surprised that you didn't
No, it was
pick
4.
it.
No. No.
However, I will say the Japanese box art actually understood the assignment.
As it usually goes.
Here's the front and back.
Yeah. That's so much better.
Yeah,
So much
it's
better. Look
still
at the
not
back.
perfect.
Damn.
It's not perfect,
Yeah.
but
But
it's
it's a
still
lot better.
really good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, what was your number one actually?
So this is a game I'd never seen before, and I couldn't stop staring at it. And I realized it had to be my number one, though it's just so ridiculous. And it's called Toki Going Ape.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Toki,
T,
like TOKI,
yeah, TOKI.
going ape spit.
Yeah, I think that's the full name.
Is it this thing?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I completely passed over this.
Like, what is happening?
A lot.
Yeah, I saw this and it immediately jumped to my number one. It's like if I need anything right now, it is to look at this game, play this game, buy this game. It's insane. It's just this crazy fever dream of an ape. So yeah, I yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
I don't even know what to say about this. What in the actual fuck?
Yeah, it's so cool. It's just
That is one of the weirdest things I think we've come across so far
yeah,
doing these.
100%. And yeah, I just love like the ape himself. It's like I have to imagine if this was like Rare when they were making like Conker's Bad Fur Day and stuff. This would have been their take on like Donkey Kong, but like a bad for adults only version or something. Like I don't.
That's
Oh
bizarre, man. I don't even
yeah,
remember that one when I was going through all my things here.
yeah. I had no idea of this game until I was doing my research for this a little bit last night.
That's a fucking hell of a weird one. So we go back to how Dino Force ended up being really high on our list and ended up number oneing for TurboGrafx just because of like how sleek and spacey it was. Originally, this was my number 3 as we were recording this, and then when I look at it again, and I was thinking like, no, I think I actually like this more just because of its design. So here's a game called Soldice.
Well, that's a nice cover. Holy crap. Yeah.
Look at how sick that fucking space cover is. Not to mention the logo is hella slick.
Yeah, that logo is really cool. Yeah, I really like that. Holy crap.
Like it looks like a DVD cover, man.
It does. It
Like
genuinely does.
like like a DVD anime cover from like the 90s, which was like the best for anime
Yeah.
animation. Oh my god. Like I mean obviously like animation has gotten way better now, but like the look of what 90s especially did for anime is like it's untouched. Like it's still it has such a charm to it that just isn't replicated because so much anime now looks like I wouldn't say cookie cutter, but it looks like very samey.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love that cover. That is some beautiful space art.
It's just a matter of who is gonna take the crown. First, I gotta match out these. So we got at least these ones covered. I always forget that ghouls and ghosts is actually like together, and my brain wants to separate it, but no, that's not. That's the title.
Yeah.
All right, coin flip time. Heads for Soldice, tails for Toki. And hits heads. I'm actually on a good streak
Yeah.
for a while. You've had your fun
Yeah.
for a little bit, it seems.
Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, the order it's in right now, I'm good with it. I like all that.
I have way too many questions on what the fuck the Toki cover was intending to be.
Toki, what the fuck?
Like, I'm leaving that. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at still.
I know. I saw it and it was like, yeah, no, this is it. This nothing can compete with this.
Apparently not. I mean,
Uh
even though Sonic managed to squeak through.
yeah, Sonic made it through. He was in my number 2 spot. He was in my number 2 spot.
Was there any quick honorable mentions you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I had Space Harrier 2, which doesn't hold up to like any of these for sure.
No, but it is kind of weird looking.
Yeah, it was something about the snake woman or whatever that is. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. I'm not sure which ones I even want to start with asking.
Yeah, so that I thought was pretty cool. And I had also Aladdin and Fantasy Star 2.
I had a couple of different like media related ones, like the Batman and Robin one. I thought was pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, that one's
Aladdin
very
was
good.
also on my list. Let me grab that. That one was pretty slick. The only other one that I can think off the top of my head from what I remembered, where are you? There you are. Was the Micro Machines one, which definitely like sold exactly what it
Oh,
was.
yes. Yeah, that did a really, really good job. I remember that one.
Because like it really kind of captures like that childhood imagination of you're just racing on whatever you have. And I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, with
oh,
some of the
100%.
maps they had, like it really did take that to bit. The only reason it didn't make it is just because there's too many fucking like stickers that they put on the cover. I know they're not actual stickers; it's
Yes.
printed on there, but like that's how I'm looking at it. It's just
Yeah.
it's too much, and it kind of took away from it because like we had a few here and there. Like obviously, the one for Max and Carnage has the rating one on there, and you know there's other ones that we had potentially that could have also encroached on that. But I tried to have the ones that like the most canvas was left for the art to do the work.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
why also I think I
absolutely.
do like Sonic 3's a lot too. I mean, obviously it is like one of the better design ones anyway, but the fact that like they went above and used even just the bit of the side by having Robotnik kind of popping in from, making giving it that 3D effect sort of deal to it. I found that like they really understood that you want to kind of show it off a little.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I have always loved that Genesis red on the side. I thought that was like the best logo for the cases versus like the normal Sega Genesis at the top with sometimes the Master System
Well,
like
and they also
grid
look good from
lines
the
and stuff.
side because they had that border on the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, it was like curving around. Oh, I loved it.
It was like the first of when we really started getting the idea of like, okay, when we put this on a bookshelf, like it actually pops.
Yes.
When we eventually got that. It took a hot minute for PlayStation because they're like, "Hey, what if we just put text?"
Yeah, they just put text. And Super Nintendo stuck to like cardboard boxes, which was not great. Obviously, some people would keep them, but it wasn't like the Genesis where it was the plastic actual like open and close like a VHS, which was
I was talking
amazing.
with some friends over the weekend because they actually run a local game swap here where I live, and like we were talking like all about different stuff in the retro scene. I'm like, man, how stupid were so many people, and like even just to even if they were a little bit damaged, but like to never keep the boxes. Like we were throwing them out like they were cereal boxes.
Yeah,
Because at the
yeah,
time, we just didn't think of them that way. Like, we just had our Tupperware tins full of all the cartridges. We never really thought about the boxes. The Sega ones you might have kept a little bit more because it was a plastic
yes.
case. They were a little bit had a better chance of not getting damaged. But like, what were you gonna do with that weird ass fucking cardboard box? Like, it felt like you were just opening a pack of granola bars.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like all my N64, Super Nintendo, all those boxes were gone. I just had like some sort of container that held all the cartridges with the little plastic sleeve on the bottom to keep them
Yeah, yeah.
clean and safe. But I had all my Genesis boxes. I actually never got rid of them until I stupidly sold the system and all the games I had for it. But I still had every box for it, and I had them organized like I did VHSs and stuff in my house. So yeah,
I
good on
pray
Sega.
for the day that $7 million lottery ticket comes through, and I can use my annual savings that I make through all the investments that I do. That I put like somewhere between $5,000, yeah, probably around 5,000 a year, that is just involved in slowly getting my like retro collection back to what it was and then also expanding upon it. Because my God, would I love to have a room just chock full of shelves that just have like all of my favorite things, and then in all these weird covers that we found. Like, I will buy you a copy of Toki.
I wonder how expensive it is. It may not be a
You know
cheap one.
what?
You
We
never
got
know.
a quick second. Let me go take a quick look. Cost for a in-box copy of SEGA Genesis, Toki, somewhere in the $100 to $150 range.
Dang.
What about Soldies? Because I've never even heard of this before. Actually, it's about the same price. I'm surprised, honestly. It's not bad.
Yeah, I
Why is
guess
why is
you
this
know,
why is this on a Best Buy? Is this like some re-release thing? What the fuck is this?
sometimes Best Buy has third-party stores in its website
It
built in,
must be
which is
some sort of like re-release or something. Because okay, well, no, this isn't the image. I want to find a copy of this image because I can show you just how much fucking better it looks. So like, there's this edition that's come out for it, where it's just
oh,
like all black box, and it looks even fucking better.
heck yeah, it does. Wow, look at that.
Damn, if I actually gave a shit about this stuff, I'd get it right now. But I don't. I'm actually responsible.
Yes, you are. Ish.
But yeah, there's our list. I'm surprised to say that I don't even have to think twice. The TurboGrafx one from last week is better than this, but it's still not bad.
Yeah, I still really like this collection of 5. I still think that these are some pretty solid box arts. This is some pretty good graphics and pretty good sorry, like art.
Yeah, I'm definitely not, though, treating this the same as what we have with. I mean, really, like, I think I would even take our top four from the TurboGrafx one over any of these. Like, maybe I could justify. I mean, Soldies, I could probably justify
Mhm.
above, because we did Kadash and D&D. I don't think I could put it above Ease and Dino Force. Both those covers are just fantastic.
Yeah, they're just so good. So good.
But anyways, that is going to do it. So hey guys, there's like 700 Genesis games in North America alone. What did we miss? Because there's no way we didn't.
Oh no, we did. For sure.
But what awesome box art do you remember as a kid? And let's bring that up in the chat. Like, come on, put those comments below. Otherwise, you guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We do like that algorithm, and also we are getting pretty close to 500 subs, so we do want to hit that mark. But otherwise, guys, we will see you on the next one. Which, as I go to check the timeline, if I remember correctly, I think it was another weird one. Let me double check. No, it's just the Game Boy.
Nice.
I was gonna say we don't have a weird, but well, I guess we have the Game Gear. I'm not doing the Atari Lynx. I'm not wasting my breath on that. The Neo Geo I might think about.
That one I think we should.
I would
That one I think
consider
we
the
should.
Neo Geo. Same with the 3DO.
Oh yeah.
And the only Atari I'm interested in is the Jaguar. That one I will give the exception to, but like I do not give a shit about the Lynx. Not that anybody else did either. But anyways, I digress. We will see you on the next one. So take care and bye-bye for now. Yeah, that was number 1.